up the shady garden. Can you believe
Wake
something?
up the shady garden.
Yes.
That's a great
so
phrase.
we just did our full sun to part shade. How about giving your paths that maybe are along the tree line or under the tree where you see just the roots and just see the mulch?
Because they love the shade.
They love the shade.
Got it.
And
so many plants, you got to have them full sun, mostly sun.
So many, and this is going to be a great ground cover. And this is what I call this the epitome of creating memories. When we were setting up over here, one of the sets and design, well, a group of them came over, and one of the young ladies said, "Can I just have one whiff of the peony? When I grew up, that's the memory I have of my house. When we would go out the front door, there would be our path, and she's like, "Can I have a sniff?" I said, "Get over here, girl. Take a big whiff of these amazing lily of the valley." I love the foliage on them. Also, a memory that. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, speaking of the memory, it's going to be wonderful in fragrance and in sight, but what will these become? So I'm getting 10 of these. It sounds like a lot. How big do these get? I'm getting 10 of them.
They get about 6 inches to 8 inches tall.
So
they're a very low growing ground cover type of plant.
Which is wonderful. So, but not true ground cover, because they got some height to them, right?
Oh yeah.
Kind of the best of all worlds.
And they make an incredible cut flower. Princess Di had them in her bouquet.
Oh really?
I loved it.
Oh, I'm watching The Crown right now. How wide would they get?
So they're going to get about the same, about 8 inches wide too. So I do love picking that area. So is it a path that I'm going to walk? Is it part of the patio display where I'm going to put them in containers? Somewhere where you're going to get that beautiful look of this white bell-shaped flower. White shows up so beautifully in the garden, and especially at night.
The amount of petals that you're getting, the amount of flowers that you're getting.
Yeah.
Because obviously these are vertical. So look at the number of actual lily of the valley flowers that you're getting. There's hundreds and hundreds of them. And this is a perennial as well, Barbara?
It is a perennial as well, and it's going to bloom about the same time as our peony, late spring to early summer. So imagine doing a bouquet of those with the peony. Talk about luxurious. Imagine that next to your bedside table. I just think peonies with lily of the valley. Get both of them. They're so incredible.
Here's what you're getting.
One's in the shade, one's in the sun, but cutting them in your house.
So they look, they're on their way. You're getting your growing guide as well. You pot them. You've got them in pots, which is okay, but better.
Yeah, I kind of just did this display to show you what a path of them would look like.
It's better outside. Better outside in the ground.
Yeah, and this is what it's going to look like in the 3rd year. This is what it looks like in the 2nd year. The 1st year you may get 1 or 2 flowers, and you'll definitely get that beautiful foliage. This also is like the peony, where it's deer resistant and bunny resistant. So both of them are not going to be really torn up by that. And this grows pretty much everywhere in the U.S.
So, it does everywhere in the U.S. That's where you're getting it from.
Zone 3 to 9. So that's basically really, really cold.
A fence line, a trim line. As you're layering different flowers, right? These are kind of like up front.
Yes.
You got some of your bigger, bolder flowers.
Definitely up front. Right. And also, if you have an area like you can't get grass to grow, and it's just that
that's a good one.
Yeah, and it's that moisture area. This is the perfect special plant for that. When I started entering plants in the Go ahead.
Kind of the luxurious ground cover.
Totally.
The upscale ground cover.
I would say.
The step up, the elegant ground cover.
Amazing ground
Not
cover.
Not just kind of ground cover.
Yeah.
But you don't want to mow there. You can't grow the grass there. It gets a lot of shade. Do I have to water this a lot? Does it like moisture? Does it?
So it does like the moist ground. So but in the shady areas, it tends to.
It's going to hold it there.
So it's very, very low maintenance. I really have never gone out to water my lily of the valley where we live.
And another perennial that's coming back again and again and again. I love, by the way, the leaves of it as well.
I do too.
Like those are big and beautiful.
I love
a lot of greenery.
Yeah, and I love picking the leaves. My memory of before Mother's Day is when they bloom in our area. And again, this is another one that is so expensive. If you go to buy, I won't even tell you if you thought the peony was crazy. This is crazier.
Is that right?
Yes, they are. Like you'll see a lot of grooms wearing this as their boutonniere. It's a very luxurious, special flower. You can have special in your backyard. You can have special by picking them like we used to do on Mother's Day. We would pick giant bunches and put them in baskets.
So this basket right here, this container right here, how many you got in here?
I have all of them in here.
All of them are in here. Got it.
But every year they're going to spread and get bigger, so you're going to want to share. And if you put all of them in a pot, then you're going to start taking them out and putting them into the ground.
So just take a look at what we have here. You're getting 10 of these. You're loving these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're only going to get about this tall, right?
They are.
They're not going to get kind of like leggy and too much.
Oh gosh, no.
Droopy and
low ground cover, mounded with beautiful bell-shaped white flowers. Also magical at night. At night, many colors disappear. That white flower in the garden just
pops.
It does.
Like, you know what's great? I could see these if you have solar lights nearby at night, right? Like that soft solar light hits that beautiful white, lights up your yard. Everything in the show is brand spanking new. Everything's a perennial. So none of these are one and done. They're one and done. If they sell out, they're not coming back for the rest of the season. But they're here and now if you'd like to pick them up. So Barbara King, Home and Garden.